So like many C8 Corvette owners, you're typically going to be on your second transmission pretty quick. Mine was 13,000 miles. I got my next transmission, and this car was about 2 years old. So this one had the park position sensor issue. So when they put the new trans in, it started shifting horribly at about 1,000 miles, which is why I changed the filter. And then it just shifted beautifully after that, like buttery smooth. So the next time I got to do it, it's probably in another 7,000 miles. So the brake-in filings probably got caught up pretty good in the cartridge filter, which I'm assuming is going to be the one for large particulate, and then the one in the trans is probably for fine. The other thing too that's odd is the oil. This oil was born on the 49th week of 2022, and it expires the 49th week of 2025. That's if it stays in the bottle. Supposedly, if you can get the oil in on the 49th week of 2025, this thing will last another 3 years for the life of this oil, is my understanding here. Now, the weird thing is, transmission's only got 2 clutches in it, 2 wet clutches. They're typical drum clutches. I don't know anything special about them. What's the big deal? But if it's a friction modifier or something that wears out, I don't know why they just don't sell like a half a quart of friction modifier that you can just dump back in and not have to change out all your oil and then start throwing all these darn bottles away. When you get these transmission filter kits, I already changed my filter. You get this little O-ring, and sometimes you're wondering what it's for. Well, you're supposed to put 0.2 quarts of fluid in for what you lose when you change it, and then that O-ring is supposed to be for the fill plug. And then of course you get the bolts. Easiest way to get to that level check plug there on the side of this transmission is a 17 millimeter deep with a 6-inch extension on a long ratchet. It doesn't get any easier than that. It's like they made it to fit. You just pull it from the bottom of the vehicle. And just like that, you spin it out by hand. So you jack it up to the sky before you do everything, and then this is how I'm going to be running the oil in. Just a tube that goes down into that hole, and just pour the quart in and call it good. Always shake up the bottle before you add it. Alright, go ahead, put the oil in. Alright, and then of course it's going to drain down into the transmission. And then fill it up with 1 quart extra is all I'm doing. So after you get it somewhat snugged up with your fingers, there's so many sharp edges in there, don't be surprised if you come out with a bloody hand. Alright, so kind of like I told you before, you use the ratchet, have your trusty assistant put it on there, and then go ahead and tighten it. I think 18 foot-pounds, I think, or something like that. Go double check it.